There's something poetic about the world stage on a day like this, April 2nd, 2025. The kind of day where economies shift, weather breaks thresholds, and pop culture dances with a chaotic sense of purpose. A day that doesn't ask for our permission to unfold. It simply does. And we, the curious, the restless, the ones who still believe in storytelling, step forward to make sense of it all. Let's start where the drama practically writes itself. In Washington, under the blooming trees of the White House Rose Garden, where President Donald Trump is preparing to unleash what he calls Liberation Day. A grand name for a bold maneuver, reciprocal tariffs aimed at leveling the global playing field, or, depending on whom you ask, shaking it violently. Imagine a world where America stops playing the polite guest and instead mirrors every trade wall thrown its way. Europe, China, the rest. If you've taxed American goods, expect Uncle Sam to return the favor. But here's where it gets intriguing. This isn't just policy, it's theater. The timing, the location, the mystique surrounding exemptions, semiconductors, automobiles, sectors that pulse through the veins of global commerce, all left dangling like bait before the sharks. Canada and Mexico, two friendly faces across the table, are watching closely too, as the USMCA pause on tariffs officially expires today. Will this be a clean break, or just another chapter in a long, tense negotiation? The markets are holding their breath. So are we. Now, shift scenes. Thousands of miles away, under a blistering sun, the city of Dagupan in the Philippines braces for a danger-level heat index, 43 degrees Celsius, the kind of heat that doesn't just drain you, it ambushes the human body. This isn't summer, it's a warning. When temperatures flirt with 51 degrees, the threat isn't just discomfort, it's collapse. Cramps, exhaustion, strokes. It's a climate story that doesn't fit neatly into a headline because it's not new anymore. It's a drumbeat, constant, deafening. This is what the dry season now looks like in parts of the world where air conditioning is still a luxury. But while the world sweats and negotiates, another kind of heat is rising. In the charts. Ariana Grande, ever the alchemist of emotion, has just dropped Eternal Sunshine, Brighter Days Ahead, a deluxe edition dripping with intimacy. A cappella cuts that strip the music to its soul, instrumental versions that give space for your own heartbeat to fill the void. And she's not just singing, she's battling, neck and neck with Playboi Carti's music, separated by a mere 1,000 units on the Billboard 200. Two visions of sound, fighting for the same crown. Hers is luminous, his is chaotic, but both are magnetic. And isn't that what pop culture is for? To seduce us, to make the mundane feel mythic. Meanwhile, in the gaming world, that fever dream of pixels and possibility, the dust of April Fool's Day hasn't settled. Blizzard, with its usual flair, left players chuckling with fake patch notes for World of Warcraft. Picture this, a lightless raid called the Deeper Cave Below the Bottom. Absurd? Absolutely. But also a reminder that the industry still knows how to laugh at itself. Yet beyond the jokes, the real tectonic shifts are coming. Microsoft's Clair Obscur, Expedition 33 is now confirmed for a release later this month. An evocative title, French flair, and if early whispers are true, a game that leans heavily into narrative elegance and surrealist design. And then, quietly, like a magician preparing for the final flourish, Nintendo is expected to reveal details of the long-anticipated Switch 2. The next generation, the kind of evolution that keeps an entire community awake at night, refreshing forums, predicting specs, dreaming of new worlds. And while eyes remain glued to screens, India turns to something far more tactile: legislation. The Waqf Amendment Bill, a move poised to redefine religious property governance, is scheduled for debate in the Lok Sabha today. It's a story of control, identity, and bureaucracy. And depending on how it unfolds, it could reshape the way institutions across the country interact with their communities. At the same time, news broke that Zomato, the titan of food delivery, laid off 600 support staff, a number that isn't just statistics, it's lives interrupted. Corporate restructuring, they'll call it. A shift in priorities. But behind the PR gloss, there's something more personal at stake. The quiet consequence of scale, the collateral of growth. As India's digital economy evolves, so too do its human costs. So what do we make of a day like today? A day where tariffs mirror vengeance, the sun becomes a threat, the charts sing with competition, and even our fantasies, in games, in music, in policy, seem to mirror the world's contradictions. It's all movement, all noise. And yet, if you listen carefully, there's a rhythm to it. A narrative thread that runs through everything. Transformation. Whether it's America reasserting economic dominance, a city confronting the merciless reality of rising temperatures, or artists and creators redefining what it means to hold our attention. Today is not quiet. Today is not passive. It demands our gaze. It invites reflection, action, and maybe even admiration, if only for the audacity of it all. And that, dear listener, is what makes days like this so intoxicating. If this moved you, intrigued you, or even made you raise an eyebrow, I want you to like, comment, and subscribe. I read what you write, I see what you feel, and the dialogue we build here, it matters. More information is waiting for you in the description, or ask me your thoughts, your doubts, or even your favorite moment of the day in the comments below. Let's make sense of this world together, one captivating beat at a time.